Hi everyone. Welcome to Soapy Oaks Farm. I'm really glad you could be here today. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here a while, welcome back. What am I doing? I'm harvesting bamboo leaves. That's right. These are going to be the colorant and add some of their marvelous constituents to our goat milk soap today. And goats like bamboo, but they're kind enough to leave me plenty for this purpose. And my first step is to remove the leaves from the stems, put them in the dehydrator, and I will leave these for 4 hours at 110 degrees in here. And that gets them just perfectly dry. And the reason to dry these is to remove all the moisture from them. And that way we don't have any additional water added to our recipe. And this is especially important when making tinctures or salves as well. So these came out nice and crisp, just the way I wanted them. And the next step is to get them into a powder. Now, I follow a three-step process. I first put them in my food processor, chop them down to sort of a medium size so that they're a little easier to work with. And next, move these to the coffee grinder to get them to an even finer texture. And this takes a little bit of time, which is why this is so heavily edited. It takes a lot of different steps. So after this, I put them in the sieve, and this gets out any of those little tiny pieces of stem, anything that I really don't want in my powder. And not much to this. And once this is completed, then what I'm going to do is add a hot oil. In this case, I'm using sunflower oil. And now these just sit overnight and they're ready for me to filter. And I'm just using one of the nut milk bags that you've seen me use before. See all those wonderful stains? This is clean, it has been laundered, it just gets stained by the various different things that I use in it. And isn't that just a gorgeous emerald color? And that's all from that bamboo. Isn't that beautiful? Now, of course, in soap, that color will diminish somewhat, but I still love the way it turned out. So this is a small loaf of soap, obviously, just for that little goat mold. So in this case, I'm not doing the ice bath that I normally do. I'm just taking my time, adding a little bit of lye at a time, and making sure that it doesn't burn. And it worked perfectly. And one other thing I would suggest is put your whisk in the freezer too. It really does help to keep everything cold. Just a little tip I found that works for me. It really kept the formula cold. Of course, I was a bit of a klutz there, but I got that cleaned up. And no, I'm not wearing gloves. You should be, and so should I. It was just, I forgot. I'm just being honest with you. I just completely forgot. This is the normal oil formula that I use, my oils and butters. I'm now incorporating into the goat milk solution. It's a bigger bowl. And I was very pleased with this color. I really was. And this is what bamboo does. And I think that it is just the perfect foil for goat milk soap because, of course, first of all, it's natural, but it also has a lot of the same qualities that goat milk has, and it actually adds to some of those, making it an even more luxurious bar of soap. I'm using frankincense and lavender to scent it with, just a beautiful combination. And this poured like a dream. I was so pleased with it. It sounds like I'm very pleased with myself, and perhaps I am just a little. This just came out really well. And the mold needed no support. I was concerned at first that I had wasted a bit of silicone, making the sides a little thicker than they needed be. But look, it's able to stand on its own, and I love that aspect. I didn't have to build a box for it. And as you can see, it dried a little bit lighter, and the mold was just so simple. You see how easily it pulls away from the side? Of course, you've all used silicone molds, so this is nothing special, only in as much as I put this one together myself. So I was just a little happy about that. And I added no salt to this of any kind, not even for hardening the soap. I wanted to see what just a normal cold process soap would do in this mold. And you can see it pulled cleanly away from even the most intricate design on the silicone. And what you can't really see are the little flowers around the goats. Those transferred to the soap. And you can see them, I think, in the photograph that I took at the end, but it came out so great. Now, the only regret I have is that I used a knife to cut these. In retrospect, I would remove the arm from my wire cutter and just use that to cut these with, and that's what I will do in the future. And so I want to say thank you to you folks who have stuck with me and to all of you new folks who have just joined the channel. It's so great to have you here. I hope you're enjoying your time here and that you'll let me know if you have any suggestions, questions, even complaints. Let me know. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I look forward to seeing you back again soon. Goodbye.